we all sign the same dotted line that is kind of signing your life away. I think it's very important to research and knowledge things. Like, I knew what I was going into. I know why I joined. I knew what was coming with the military on top of my goals, and I accepted that. Hi everyone, welcome back. Happy New Year, even though we're a little bit late. Okay. Talking about joining your new unit, what you should look out for, tips for becoming a new airman. And I know the title says, okay, look, Rambo, I'm really trying to. I know the title says new airman, but this is really for anyone joining the military, whether you're a soldier in the Army, you're a Marine in the Marines, or you're a Navy or Coast Guard. So y'all know one thing I'm always gonna do is have a list for y'all, because we're not gonna go off track. That's why I make a list. I make a list for everything. Put the toy in my backpack. This is Bomber, by the way. He's like a little camera shy. Documents everything. I don't care if it's something that you think is so basic, so like, oh, this is not important, this will not come up in later situations, this is just some backburn type stuff. Don't do that. Any certificate, because you will be continuing training, because you're learning about your job, of course. So every certificate that you get, you need to save that. Me, I made a folder inside of my personal business email, and my military email. You need to have your medical stuff ready. You need to stay on top of that, because even though you're a new airman, you do need to speak up and ask questions and be like, okay, what am I doing? Because to be honest, you're just coming into a unit that's been moving before you got there. You know, everyone's busy, but there is going to be someone talking to you. Probably most likely your shirt, which is a first sergeant, or your supervisor. Screenshot everything, save everything, and when you're required to send something somewhere, always CC it. You're just gonna command. I wouldn't go all the way up to your commander unless it's dire and like someone's been like playing with you, like, oh yeah, I'll get back to you, then you can CC your commander. But I always CC my supervisor, and on top of that, my first sergeant, because everybody got that email. I know I sent it, I know you sent it, and that's that. And I documented I sent that. So the next one is like what I kind of already hinted towards already, is ask questions. Like, you get there, they're going to train you and everything. They're gonna welcome you into the unit. For me, I had to stand up in front of the unit, say hello. I work around a whole bunch of like very educated doctors. This one doctor who was on GQ magazine, oh my gosh, you know, Black excellence, that was amazing. But that's kind of nerve-wracking. I got to unit, some people were like, I don't even know who my supervisor is. What will I be training on? When will I actually start training for my job? Ask questions about how the morale is in your unit too. Like, be like, how do you like the unit so far? What is something that you want to see? You know, because they're always going to say it in basic and in tech school. You're a fresh set of new eyes to like probably chaos. You know, when you're in something and you've been doing it for so long, you're so used to it. So it's like, it is what it is, you know? That's usually what a lot of people are like in their unit. So when you're a new airman soldier, like, you know, someone, you're getting there and you're seeing things like, oh, that could be a little bit better. That's appreciative. They want you to speak up. And don't be afraid to speak up just because you might be a lower rank to somebody, because anybody can be teachable and anybody can be a teacher. And remember that. So on to the next one. This next one is, do not get distracted, and be very vigilant, very observant. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, sometimes people can't help it. You'll end up in somebody else's mess simply because that's probably what you feed off of. You don't naturally, people do that. If you do not, that's good. Avoid it, because again, just like how we just discussed, there's habits already going on inside your unit. You might be coming to a shit show. You could be, you know, when you get there and then there's already things going on and drama. Like, not everybody's in the drama, but it's just like if you fall into that group, you're going to already have the reputation of the people that you're hanging around. Honestly speaking, I'm just being truthful. You have to be very careful. You can't just jump in and like, oh yeah, I like this person, because that person might be someone who's like cool on the surface, but really is not there to get their job done. And everybody joined the military for different reasons. So know your reason of why you join and align yourself with people who have very similar goals, because if you don't, it's kind of gonna be, for instance, I'll give myself an example. When I got to my unit, I asked questions. I listened. I listened first, like absorbing all the information, and that might answer all my questions. If they say, you have any question right now, Blake? Not as of yet. Maybe I might have questions later. Maybe I might type it up or write it down. I have a tablet, iPad, and a handwriting journal, like notes, because I also feel better when I'm actually physically writing notes. I even have like a pencil. Write down those questions. That just pop in your head, because they want you to ask questions. They won't know what to answer or give you an answer for it if you don't have the question. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Through that, I learned that there is some people who had things happen to them, but also they let things happen to them because they're not doing something. I could sympathize with both sides. I'm a person that sees both sides of the story. So I see people like not getting the people chances, but also the people who are getting those chances aren't doing enough to get the chance. And I'm like, hey, sergeants who are hiring a master sergeant techs, maybe you should try a different way to do that. And telling people on my junior enlisted, like, hey, I think that start doing this stuff that tips that were told to me. Why I'm doing this now is so that you guys can go to your unit and be like, okay, I feel a little guarded up. And don't even just listen to me. Watch other videos. Just knowledge. Soak up the knowledge. You literally we all signed the same dotted line that is kind of signing your life away for a little bit. So I think it's very important to research and knowledge things. Like, I knew what I was going into. I know why I joined. I knew what was coming with the military on top of my goals. And I accepted that. Because the give and take was enough for me. I was like, okay, I'm giving that. I could take that. And it's just stuff for that. Know your plan. Know why you're going and align yourself with those people. That's enough on that topic. On to the next. The very last one, and the video ends, is know your job. They say that in basic. They said tech school. They said that's the best way to move up if that's your goal for you. And if it's not, like, just know your freaking job and be aware that there will be people coming looking for you as a new airman, new junior enlisted to your unit, being like, hey, I think I need you for something, but you need to practice. Okay, I would love to help. However, I'm already doing the task that my supervisor gave me to do. Like a friendly way of saying, I'm not helping you with shit, because it doesn't align with what I'm doing. There is a job training thing that's called CDC, and it's basically you being tested on your job. I know that other branches test their job too, have tests for their job too. That's what's called in the Air Force. You don't want to stay stagnant in your job. Say your job can do multiple things. If you know your job correctly, like the back of your hand, you can reteach it to someone. You know you're good at your job when you can reteach it to someone, or you're like proficient in a certain area of your job. Because my job in medical, I can do multiple things of it. And once you get all parts of it down and you can reteach it, maybe start asking, can I help out lab today? That's me getting training in lab. You have to communicate with your supervisor. Let them know what you want, because if you don't tell them what you want, they're literally just gonna be like, okay, well, this is what I need you to do. They're busy themselves. Like, they're super busy themselves. You're probably not their only troop that they're looking after. So they're gonna be being like, okay, what do you need? What do you need? Okay, you don't need anything? Well, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. And then, like, you're going this and that way, doing these different things, but you're also not setting a goal for yourself, And like, yeah, well, yeah, ignore that. That's just a hickey. It's a hickey. But I got promoted, and that felt really good. I like how my unit, like, acknowledges all ranks from high to low. It was very nice. And even though I don't like sitting in front of a bunch of people, because I really don't like when too much eyes are on me, it was nice to be acknowledged and, celebrated. So yeah, next video that'll be coming up, we'll be talking about skincare, and I'm gonna let you know it's good news with that. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys around. Please let me know what other videos that you need to know about said military or Air Force to help you guys out as new people. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.